Are you ready? It's full moon time. So I am just getting a few of my things together and I'll talk with you about it while I'm doing it. When I do full moon stuff, I always pull a candle. This is gonna last quite a bit longer than the full moon does. You also have 3 days before and 3 days after for the same energy. So if you don't get this done tomorrow, you can also wait a couple days. You could do this whenever you feel like it, as long as you're doing it. But the full moon's a great time to release. And when we release, it's also important to balance that out, especially during a Leo moon, because Leo is ruled by the sun. When we've got the sun opposing the moon, which is ruled by the sun, we need to call in a bit more balance. We need to walk that line between order and chaos just a bit better. So I have decided to put a few symbols on my candle, including just a simple heart, because I want to balance my heart chakra. I want to balance my throat chakra. So I'm going to put a speaking symbol on here. I'm also going to add a few. You can look up some runes if you prefer Nordic runes. You could look up the Om alphabet if you prefer Celtic stuff. You can use whatever symbols represent you. So I am also going to add an ivy for self protection, best in the fight, old knowledge, and magic. I've already set up a few crystals around here just because I enjoy that. But I'm adding clear quartz and Amazonite. Amazonite is good for balance and it's good for the heart chakra. Just a little bit of Palo Santo. Doesn't that smell great? Amazonite, a green. If you have a green stone, pull it. If not, don't worry about it. Oh, my nose itches. Ah! Probably for somebody that I'm sending this to. We're just gonna light this for now so that I can also ask for balance. Now, full moon in Leo. My recommendation, and what I'm going to do later, is write a list of the things that we want to let go. You can divide it up. You can choose one for each category in your life: romance, career, finance, self-love, personal life. Or you can just write down all the things that you want to let go on one side of the paper. On the other side, you're going to write the things that are going to replace it. So even if it's, I want to let go of my money wound. I want to let go of insecurity. So I'm going to call in financial abundance. I'm going to call in confidence and love for myself. So just remember to balance it out. We're doing both sides of the coin. I still have some cards to show you. So the first being the full moon. So when you're doing any of your ritual or any of your stuff, just remember that you have power and it is real. You are magical. We are all magical beings and it is real. You have all of the possibilities within you. Whatever you want to let go, whatever you want to call in, you have the power. But it's also the wolf moon. The wolf moon right now in January. I recognize all that I hunger for. So there's a tale, and even this book references it, but this book references it wrong. It's an old Cherokee story, The Tale of the Two Wolves. And the story goes that a grandson is asking his elder grandfather about the battle within him, that there's a light wolf and a dark wolf, a white wolf and a black wolf. And that the black wolf keeps trying to get at him, and that the white wolf is also wanting things. And the way the mainstream social media has made it seem, there was a strange sound. There's definitely someone here. Ever since I started this recording, I've had little signs that there's someone here. So anyway, you can wait just a minute. The grandfather goes on to explain that this war within him, it doesn't have anything to do with just which one he feeds. He has to feed both. Both the dark and the light need to be fed. There has to be balance. And I can go further into this story at another point. But all of the darkness within us has a purpose too. Those shadows have a reason. Sometimes that's what drives us in a different way. Yes, sometimes it's ego, which also has to be balanced with humility. But they're both necessary for us to live a fully functional, wonderful life. So, when you call in everything that you're calling in for this full moon, and when you're letting go, just remember that both sides of your wolves have to be fed. So let's pull a card just for figuring out who it is that's going to help us during this full moon time. So this is angels and ancestors. Angels and ancestors. And we'll figure out who it is that's helping you. Apparently it's a lot. One. We just need one. The Hunter. Tear down, track down your fears and your desires. I was tearing them down, but you track down your fears and your desires. You need both. So figure out what it is that you need. So this is who you can call on, your Hunter spirit guide for this full moon. But also when you light your candles, when you do your ritual, do whatever it is, call in whoever it is that you want to call in to. You can call in your mama if you feel like it. It's up to you and your intuition. Just know that you've got this. Try to get your balance in, and we got the rest of this month. Uranus goes out of retrograde on the 27th, so we go from a fire sign directly into the earth. Make sure that after you do this full moon stuff that you ground yourself well. Have a great day on purpose.